You think you're free online, don't you? The sad truth is, the internet you use every day is shackled by invisible chains. Governments and organizations control the flow of information, deciding what you can and can't access. They've weaponized technology, and I'm here to expose their tactics. Let's dive into the most common types of internet censorship. It's ironic how we take our online freedom for granted, but they're always watching, controlling. First, there's IP blocking. They target websites by their IP addresses and deny access. Then there's DNS poisoning, where they feed you false IP addresses in response to your domain name requests. URL filtering blocks access to specific web pages, while packet filtering inspects and discards network packets carrying sensitive information. They are like puppet masters, pulling the strings behind the scenes. The Great Firewall of China. The Great Firewall of China is a digital monstrosity, a creation of the Chinese government designed to control and suppress the internet. Its mission? To hunt down and eliminate any website or service that doesn't conform to the government's political agenda. It employs brutal techniques like DNS filtering, keyword blocking, IP blocking, and DPI systems. It's the ultimate predator, stalking its prey in the digital world. The Great Firewall is relentless, striking at any time and from any direction, leaving no room for escape. Even tech giants like Google and Facebook can't withstand its power. If you dare to resist using VPNs or proxies, it'll track you down and swallow you whole, always adapting, always evolving. The enigma of the Great Firewall. Its insatiable hunger for control and surveillance makes it a formidable enemy of online freedom. But fear not. There are ways to bypass the GFW and access the uncensored internet. Tread carefully, or you may fall into its trap and suffer its wrath. Geographically specific content and sanctions. Accessing the global internet. Have you ever wondered why certain websites or services aren't available in your country, or why content and prices vary depending on your location? The sinister practice of geographic content restrictions, also known as geo-restrictions or geo-blocking, is to blame. Control. That's what it's all about. Geo-restrictions are wielded by companies and governments to limit or block access to content and services based on your location. They use various methods to pinpoint where you are, such as IP address, GPS, or cookies. Then they manipulate your requests, denying access to what you want. It's a rigged game, and we're just pawns on the board. These restrictions exist for various reasons. Companies use them to maintain exclusive licensing and distribution rights. They don't want you accessing content meant for another country. Price manipulation is another tactic. Some companies charge different prices for the same product based on location, preventing you from getting the best deal. Internet sanctions. Internet sanctions are a ruthless weapon, brandished by governments and organizations as economic or political pressure against other countries or entities. These sanctions restrict access to the internet or specific services, punishing or isolating targets for their actions or policies. It's the innocent who suffer most. The consequences of internet sanctions are dire for ordinary people living in the affected countries. They infringe on human rights like freedom of expression, privacy, and association, while limiting access to information, education, health, communication, commerce, and entertainment. This creates a digital divide and inequality between sanctioned and non-sanctioned countries. The Great Firewall, geographic content restrictions, and internet sanctions are enemies of the internet. They track every website you visit, every message you send, and every file you download. They even know your location, your device, and your internet service provider. Escaping their watchful eyes isn't easy, but it's not impossible. Stay vigilant and keep watching this channel to learn how to bypass these restrictions and sanctions and regain access to the global internet. The fight for a free web continues. It's a constant game of cat and mouse, but we must stay one step ahead. They think they can control us, but they're wrong. They can't keep us in the dark forever. We're not powerless. There are ways to outsmart them, to fight back. Don't let them dictate your online experience. Join the revolution. Subscribe to our channel and explore the arsenal of tools and techniques that'll help you evade the all-seeing eyes, bypass the barriers, and reclaim your online freedom. Knowledge is power. Together, we'll take back control of the internet.